Just to finish off the night, again, Carrie's going to be my uke, and we're just going to demonstrate some of the throws from the Shinmei Sho No Waza in 1982. 8 techniques from the Gokyo no Waza were brought back into Kodokan Judo, beginning with Obi-Otoshi. There's 8 techniques that were brought back in 1982. And then there were 17 newly added techniques, and some of these are some of the newly added techniques in the Shinmei Sho No Waza from 1982, and they're part of Kodokan Judo today. I'm just going to start with Morote Gari, which is a double-legged scoop. So I just come in, I pop them, I scoop both legs. Double-legged scoop. The second technique of the Shinmei Sho No Waza is a single leg takedown, and it's called Kuchiki Taoshi, where if you have an opportunity to grab the leg of an opponent, you can grab him with one leg and take him down with a single-legged technique, much like folk-style wrestling. But I'm not always coming down with 2 hands and grabbing onto his leg. If the opportunity arises in a situation where this leg is really forward and I can reach down and I can scoop up this leg, and then I can either lift with the leg alone, or if I have this leg up in the air and he remains standing, I can drive at the lapel and I can step in and trip him and take him down. Kuchiki Taoshi. And the third technique of the Shinmei Sho No Waza is an ankle pick. It's called Kibisu Gashi. What I want to do is I want to kind of step to the outside of my opponent. I want to hang on to his sleeve really tight. I want to drive his sleeve down into the ground, and as I'm driving him down into the ground and knocking him back to his heels, I'm going to drive and pick the ankle. It's an ankle pick. So it looks like this. One of the other techniques is called Sio Otoshi. It's a one-arm shoulder throw, but I'm dropping to both knees. It's done a couple different ways. Tonight I'm going to demonstrate dropping to both knees and taking him to the mat. Sio Otoshi. So I pop in, knock down between his legs, and snap him down. Sio Otoshi. Another nice technique is called Uchi Mata Sukashi. It's a counter to an Uchi Mata. I'll just demonstrate it on a count of 3, just for warm-up purposes. He's going to come in for Uchi Mata, and I'm going to counter with Uchi Mata Sukashi. So he comes in on 3. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and I take him to the mat. Now we'll try it in real time. Uchi Mata Sukashi. One more time, a little slower for the camera. Let's maybe take it from this angle. Good job. Uchi Mata Sukashi. Another technique that's really interesting in the Shinmei Sho No Waza is a technique called, in English it's called Mountain Storm, Yama Arashi in Japanese, Mountain Storm in English. Sensei Porter always taught it by crossing the hand. You have his left lapel. You cross that hand and grab the right lapel, thumb up, step in and grab it, pivot around, much like a Talatoshi, and then snap into the ground. Yama Arashi. That's the way Sensei Porter always demonstrated it. Grab the opposite lapel, step around, boom. Yamanashi. I have another technique, how I learned Yamanashi. I step to the outside of my opponent, like this. I grab him by the sleeve here. Illegal. I like the illegal aspect of it by going into the sleeve. I reach out across the lapel, still thumb up. As I step in, I pop this around, I spin it, and I kind of, in a spinning motion, bring him to the mat. So it looks like this. I step in, I pop around, I spin him, Yamanashi. Step in, pivot, come around, and spin him. Another technique found in the Shinmei Sho, Morote Gari, a two-handed shoulder throw. I want to grab him kind of low at the lapel, because as I snap this up, I bring my elbow up underneath his arm, get my hip under him, bring him up, and fire him. Morote Gari. So it looks like this. Good job.